benefits. And they tell her, oh, yes, you got to participate. Once you sign this, right? Once you sign this, she give away her rights, her title, and interest. So, two, the child support and medical assistance and all of those things, she gave it away to. So she never read the book properly or read the paper properly. Or she was just so emotional, she never paid attention to what she signed it and signed it away. She can cancel the contract in a certain time, but she's already satisfied with what she's going through. So, you, right now as a father, did not give none of your rights. So since you did not give none of your rights, according to law, the father is the natural guardian to the child. Since he's the natural guardian to the child, then he has the power to cancel any fucking contract that those children are being partaker of, or deem those contracts to be a contribution of gifts. So you can label them as gifts and say, hey, you're giving them gifts. I never ordered that my child to contract. I never submit my child to contract. Neither did I delegate my power to her. As long as I am living, I am the natural guardian of the child, and the paternal power is stick with me and does not go anywhere. One,
but you know that the courts are very biased against fathers, and they give at least 80%.
It's not bias. They know that you're ignorant. That's the problem. It's not bias. They're trying to work on the ignorancy. That's it. And I'm not saying this to be disrespectful. I'm saying it because it's a fact. Because if you understand that you are the paternal power and the natural guardian of that child, whenever they make their mouth or open their mouth and speak shit out of their mouth, they say, hey, get the fuck out of my face with that shit. Because what you're telling me is this. That child proceeded out of my body that came from God, and I'm subjected to you to listen to what you say about my child? Get the fuck out of here with that. You don't say that. What you did is you walk around with your mind thinking that, oh, how can this be, but not say anything. So they right there and then know that you're ignorant to what the law said and what the law is. So let me show you what the law said and what the law is so you can understand what I'm saying. Here we go to a constitutional dictionary. Right? We go ahead and look for certain words for you. We go to father. Father, by whom the child is begotten. So you got the child. Nobody has no power over you for that. Now, the father is the natural guardian of his children, and his duty, his natural law is consistent in maintaining them and educating them during their infancy, making necessary provision for their happiness in life. The latter, however, is a duty that the law does not enforce. In other words, the law cannot force you to do this. Make provision for their happiness in life. Watch this again. By law, the father is bound to support his children if of sufficient ability, even though they have property of their own. But he is not bound without some agreement to pay another for his maintenance. So in other words, you have to agree. That's why they said you have to, that's why he's trying to say, you better agree to this, you better agree to this, you better agree to this. Because they want you to agree to it. So that lawyer that's trying to swindle in that shit, you put him in that shit as well. Because he's a liar. You don't have to
Absolutely.
agree to it. So since he tried to agree to it and then failed to protect you and his duty according to the CJS Corpus Juris Secundum, sorry, because that is duty, Corpus Juris Secundum is to protect the people interests. You are the people. And since he decided to abandon his post, where he saw this wrong and tried to force you to apply to it, therefore he's also liable for that shit. Since he's liable for that shit, let me show you again what you gotta understand. The right of a father is the authority over his children. That means you are the authority over them. So who delegate that power to the government? Okay? to enforce all lawful command. In other words, any lawful command will come from your mouth. Your son must follow it. He never said any other person but the Father did, and that's law.
Okay, so I'm so glad. And when you reference, where can I go and read that? Reference
It's
that
in my Discord. And there's a dictionary in my Discord. It's at the bottom of my Discord. You can click and find it. Now watch this again. Let me show you something about contracts so you can understand that the mother did not put you in shit. So don't let your mind tell you that nonsense. Because if she doesn't have no right or a title or no interest, how can she put you in it? Nevertheless, according to contract rules and contract law, on the privity of contract, nobody can put you into a contract. If you look right here, the doctrine of privity of contract is a common law principle which provides that a contract cannot be conferred rights or to impose obligation upon upon another one who is not a party to the contract. You are not a party to this benefit contract, so they cannot put you on that shit. Therefore, you are not on child support. You're just going through. A ransom note right now. You have a ransom note that people going around a ransom note trying to take your money away from you. That's a ransom note.
Okay, but see, cool. This is so powerful. While I'm eating everything you're telling me. I'm digesting it. Okay, but she told me that she's going to put me on child support, and she actually did because I decided to move on due to the fact that there was some infidelity in the marriage. So she was like, well, I'm gonna put you on there. So and she ended up doing it. Now, the IRS got wind of it, and they said, well, if you want your settlement, not your settlement, your refunds and your 3 stimulus checks and everything, you got to talk to the people in child support. Well, when I tried talking to them, they refused. They said, no, you owe us.
Who said that?
The IRS.
So put IRS on the contract as well. Put IRS on it as well. You got to put them on the child support lawsuit as well. You're not getting it yet. This woman doesn't have a system, so she cannot put you on anything. All she did was report your name. Reporting your name and putting you on something is 2 different things.
Yeah, but she gave my social security number. The only way they can track a man's income or where he stays and everything is that social security number is trackable.
Even if she did not give it to you, gave it to them. All she needs to do is give them a name and address. And once she gave them a name and address, that social security number came from what? The Social Security Act. The Social Security Act is participating in child support. So if they're participating in child support, they would get the Social Security number even if she never had it.
Okay, got you. You're correct.
So she can never put you on child support. There's no grounds where you can find that she can put you on child support. There's none. So that's the reason why you got to protect her. Why I say you got to protect her? Because she was fooled and bamboozled that well. Believe that she could do something. Because she is eligible to get benefits. She is eligible to get benefits. And because she's eligible to get benefits, they know she's eligible to get benefits and she's going to need help because they're blocking the resources here in America. They're cutting down trees, building up all of these nonsense, causing all these things to fall down and all that nonsense. So they're blocking all the resources and forcing us to be in need according to the rule of law when the Civil Rights Acts went out. There was a law that signed into play where the federal government would give assistance to the people entirely. Both food, clothes, building, all of these things was given out to people. Each one of us can get $1,000 per person within the household where you live at. So she's eligible for those benefits. What they did now, because they know that you're eligible for the benefits and they know that you can come to them for the benefits and they know you will some way, somehow, they make another program. The federal make another program called child support, in which they make you now sign your fucking rights away. So they don't have to issue any money to you and use that same money with lies and swindling to take your money away from you that you earn. Now, according to law, is a man cannot lose his property without due process of law. In other words, there have to much be a judgment order out there for you to be able to pay them any form of child support. When they go to the court to stand up in there, did they make mention of the order? No, they did not. They tell you that they're gonna give you a review and then tell you what it is at the end. Therefore, they violated due process again because why? There was no jury.